guys, welcome to a month in review video. Give me a second here while I set up my stream because I'm terrible and I completely forgot to properly set up my stream. But let me do it here in a second and we'll make this all work. Log in with YouTube, choose an account, choose the appropriate. What's going on, Gideon? Hold on, let me get this Nightbot situated so you guys know what is what. We're gonna do disable, disable, month in review. We're gonna enable that. Wait, where's my month in review? Oh, yeah. And then that's it. All right, cool, guys. So for you guys who are unfamiliar, I do these once a month just to go through what I've been up to over the past month. What I do first is I talk about what I did last month, then I talk about what I'm planning to do next month, and then I do an open Q&A at the end of the video. So if you guys want to stick around for a Q&A, you definitely can. Hold on, let me set this up so I can make sure I can tell you guys what is what. All right. All right, first and foremost, what did I do last month? What did I do? Last month, look at my calendar. I did not complete my first draft for the first Sky Pirate. Just a little update on the first Sky Pirate right now. Let me wait, can I make that look better? Hold on. Is that better? I think it is. I'm combining it now. Okay, so before the first Sky Pirate was gonna be joined with what I'm now calling the first Sky Captain, and I had two POVs in that book. But then I sent it to an editor, and they advised not using two POV characters because that might be too hard, and it might not fit. And then I was like, okay, fine. Let me try and do it with one POV. I'm a new writer. Maybe I should listen to this person. But now going through about halfway through the first draft, I realized that that second POV was very vital, and I need to bring it back into the fold. So now I'm combining two books into one, to make it feel more full, and just so that it works better. So now I'm doing that where I'm combining it into two. So now I don't know when my first draft for my combined first Sky Pirate and first Sky Captain book will be, but I gotta figure it out. That's what I gotta figure out sometime next month how I'm gonna deal with that. This month I also just got it started with recording the Kishi audiobook. We got the first 4 chapters recorded. I have not even looked at it yet or edited any of it because I've been so busy, and I'm gonna explain why I was so busy in this month, because the end of my month got very hectic. I also did some streams last month. So what I'm trying to do now, now that I'm back on schedule, I'm back from Ohio. I want to do streams every Monday and Friday. And now that I'm about to start up with camp again this month, I'm probably going to be doing them in the evening right after I get back from camp. Maybe. Actually, now I might think about doing something different, because since I have camp now, I might have to shift that to Saturday streams, like a Saturday morning stream or something to that. I gotta figure that out. Actually, we might be doing a new schedule. I don't know. But if you're on my YouTube community, if you're on my Instagram, Twitter, I am now putting out schedules the week before I put out videos, so you guys can know what to expect. For instance, on the week of May 14th, I told you guys that I was doing the Mace Windu Vapod video, the Kylo Ren The Awakening audiobook stuff. So I'm going to be doing that more often, so you guys can kind of expect what is coming up on my channel in the coming weeks, a week before that happens. Also, last month I had some more meetings for the new book I'm writing called Darkscape Online. I think we're hitting a wall right now. We were doing really good at the beginning, and now I think we just aren't really sure. We're not really sure how to wrap up the book in its third act, and what to do with it in its following. In the third act, and how to wrap it up. So once we figure that out, we'll be able to put that serial, or start writing that serial, which I wanted to start writing this month, but it's not Not gonna happen. What else did I do last month? I got a haircut. I went to a Dodger game for the first time in a long time, and I got this really cool jersey, which I want to show you guys. It cost a lot of money too. It was like $100 jersey. Hold on, guys. Let me grab it here. I got a. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe if I do it like this. Got myself a Jackie Robinson special edition or something like that. I don't know. What is it called? It's called a genuine merchandise. I don't know. It was expensive though. Like jerseys are expensive, but I got a jersey for Jackie Robinson. I went to the Dodger game for the first time in like 4 years, even though I live in Los Angeles and I never go. But that was fun. I want to go to more Dodger games this summer because that's a dope. I feel like baseball on TV is very boring, but watching baseball in person is way more entertaining. If I'm saying so myself. What else did I do last month? Um, the big thing I did last month, I started releasing the Kylo Ren: The Awakening audiobook. I still need to finish that now. Again, I just got back to Los Angeles 3 days ago, so I'm still trying to get caught up on some of my Just Kidding Party edits and some of my YouTube edits before I go back to the Kylo Ren and the Awakening audiobook. So I want to finish that before I start going into the Kishi audiobook. But I think. Oh, and okay, so the big thing that happened at the end of this month was I visited. Some of you guys already know this, but I visited the folks over at Blind Wave Productions. I did some reactions with them. I did my solo Star Wars story review with them. I did a podcast with them. I did a Westworld reaction with them. And something that's going to be on my channel that we did in collaboration with each other is we're doing a discussion between Toph versus King Boomy, which will be out on this channel probably next week. So look out for it probably next Wednesday I don't know how my schedules are going to work. So probably next Wednesday. If not, then I don't know, maybe Monday or something. I don't know. I actually really don't know when I'm gonna release that video. Maybe tomorrow, maybe on Sunday if I have enough time. But other than that, the time I had in Ohio was really cool. I got to do some bike riding with Shane. Got to see the countryside because they have a lot of country out there. There's like fireflies, and you can actually see the sky and the stars in Ohio because they live in a smaller town in Ohio, not like in the big city. So it's kind of cool, like seeing that and hanging out. We did a game night, played some Detroit Become Human, which I just played recently and finished that one yesterday. So it's a lot of fun. Last month I was also supposed to do how to pronounce the lightsaber forms, which I have written already, but I have it recorded, but I don't have it edited yet. So that video is coming out pretty soon as well. Just not sure when, but it's coming out soon. Let's see, what else did I do last month? Let's check. Okay, cool. So last month, let's see, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago. I think things are up to 4 weeks ago. All right, cool. So I'm gonna switch it up so we can look at my YouTube community page just so we can review it. So 4 weeks ago, I finally uploaded Luke Skywalker versus Yoda. That thing is finally off my chest. So what's going to be happening now is, in terms of Star Wars material, I'm going to be doing, in terms of Star Wars material, I am doing, how to pronounce the lightsaber forms. And then for a little while, Star Wars is going to go on the back burner in favor for Avatar. For Avatar, I have a few plans to do, like Katara versus Zuko, Kaya versus Suyin, and a bunch of other stuff. Oh yeah, I want to do like a series about how long was Avatar: The Last Airbender and the Legend of, the Airbender and how that goes. And also last month, Childish Gambino came out with This Is America. I had to share it because I loved that video so much. So yeah, just shout outs to Childish Gambino and This Is America, really great. We finally finished Finalysis. If you're not familiar with it, it's our podcast that we do concerning geek stuff. So Avatar, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Star Wars. We finally finished up the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This upcoming month, we are going to be doing. We're going to be doing. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be doing the movie review for the first Airbender movie, and we're going to be doing a season review, and then we're going to move on to season 2 of Last Airbender. Also, we started up our analysis for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I start doing schedules for you guys, so you guys can know what's going on within the week coming up. So you can be like, oh, what's going to happen on Antoine's channel? What does he have done? And basically, this is what it is right here. We also started up our analysis for the book Labyrinth of Evil. So if you want to check out the analysis channel, go ahead and check that out. Like I said before, I just uploaded the Mace Windu, how he was defeated by Vaapad. And also, I'm doing a how to pronounce the lightsaber forms video sometime coming in June. Just a shout out to this video, Way of the Saber. We finally got to, well, not finally, but I noticed finally that the video got to 300,000 views. That's the lightsaber duel with me and Anthony Alba and the train tracks. It's doing pretty well on YouTube, so I thought that was cool. Also really big, I was commissioned by a publisher to do a short story for one of their worlds called Underrealm, and I wrote this one. And this is the cover. It is now available on Patreon and Amazon. Just look up Chronicles of Underrealm or Legends of Cabris, or just look up my name. It's on my website. But yeah, it's a cool little short story. You should definitely check it out. Of course, I uploaded this bad boy. And a big shout outs to Luke Skywalker versus Ahsoka Tano for making it to 100,000 views. Sorry about that. I wanted to clean my lens so you guys can see a little better. Also, shout outs to, oh, dude. Hey, shout outs to Bert Schrock for the $2 tip. $2 for the McChickens. I gotta go get me some McChickens after the stream. So also, we also have a Geek Talk for 100. Shout outs to Mace Windu versus Sidious, who was in control, a video that I'm very proud of, and I think took a lot of effort, and I think is kind of undervalued on YouTube. There's some other videos out there that I don't think put as much time into the thought process or the production value of the subject matter of Mace versus Sidious, and I'm glad to see it finally hit 100,000 views. More schedule stuff, which I'm going to be doing more of for you guys, because I think you guys enjoy that, being able to know what the heck I'm doing in the next week. More Finalysis. We also have a really, really fun game from Finalysis where we played Spyfall the game. I suggest you guys check that out. Also, shout outs to Katara, Geek Talk, Ken Katara, Bloodbin Without the Full Moon. I'm proud of that one getting up there. And no live streams at the end of the month because I flew to Ohio to hang out with Blind Wave, where we did a non-spoiler review of Solo on Blind Wave's channel. We also did a spoiler review on Blind Wave's channel, which you can watch now. And one of the best reviews I saw online for Star Wars Solo is this one. This one is great. If you guys look up Jeremy Johns, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. Definitely look him up. He has the best review and commentary on Solo and the way people are interacting with Solo on the channel. So definitely check that out. Also, I did a little podcast with Blind Wave, which was fun. Ooh, I didn't post our Westworld thing up here. I probably should. Fans versus Disney Star Wars, the current state of things. Oh yeah, this is really cool too. Like, I think Jeremy did a really good job on this video. But that is it. That's what I did last month. Next month, let's look at what I have planned. Well, next month, the big thing that's starting is summer camp is starting. So I will be with the kids this summer, hanging out, doing sports, doing arts and crafts, going on field trips to like Disneyland and California Adventure and, you know, Universal Studios. And I got this today. I'm an official, like, oh, this is like, it's backwards me on my screen. But they finally I got like an official badge, which is kind of cool. It's kind of funny because I only work there during the summers because I think it's fun. I'm not really there year round, and I feel like those badges should only be used for people who are there year round. They kind of wasted money. I feel like they wasted money on me by giving me all that, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, next month, goals that I have. I want to finish my first draft. By right now, the book 2 of my series, Tales of Eswan, it's kicking my butt, to say the least. Like, it's not as, I feel like it's actually even harder to write it than the Kishi was, because I feel like the Kishi's plot line was so straightforward to me. Like, I knew exactly what needed to happen, that it was easier to write from a plot standpoint. But it's a lot harder for me to write this Sky Pirate book, because there's a lot more going on, and it's a lot more dynamic. It's definitely an action adventure, so it takes a bit of time. But yeah, that I want to get that done next week or next month, which means when I have it done, I'm going to be recruiting beta readers, and that means that if you guys want to read the story and give me feedback, look out for that on my social media or my YouTube, so you guys can read the book early, and give me some pointers. Other than that, I have 2 promos going up next month for the Kishi. So if you want to wait for the Kishi to be 99 cents on Saturday the 16th, and on Sunday the 24th, it's going to be on sale for 99 cents, thanks to some promo sites that have given me promo space on their website. So they're going to tell people that my book exists. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these done, because I have to reassess how this is going to work. But I'm definitely going to have Toph versus Boomy up in June. Suyin versus Kaya should also be done in June. Katara and Zuko might be pushed to July. Maybe. I don't know for sure, but it looks like it's going to be pushed to July. Other than that, that's pretty much the main thing that's happening. I want to finish my writing draft for the first Sky Pirate. I want to get some uploads with Toph versus Boomy, Suyin versus Kaya. How long was Avatar: The Last Airbender Book 1? Promos for the Kishi, the first book, and camp. Camp is the big thing. Camp is starting in a week, and I'm gonna be most of my time is gonna be allocated to doing camp this summer, building up some money so that I can pay for my book later in the year. But other than that, I think that's it. We can now turn it to our Q&A section. So if you guys have questions, I will answer them for the next few minutes. Let me go close this real quick. Close and complete. So now it's time for the questions. Well, let me open up the chat log here so I can see what y'all saying and stuff, so I can actually answer. But boom. Solo was alright. It's not I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I don't think it's a great movie either, but it did what it needed to do. I think it was fine. It was fine. If you want to see my full review, again, like I said earlier in the video, I did a review in collaboration with Blind Wave Productions on their channel. So if you go to Blind Wave, you'll be able to see our in-depth review of that movie. Hold on, let me open up the chat log, because I'm not being able to see the chat log right now. Once I get the chat log, I'll be able to answer you guys without missing anybody's message, because sometimes that happens where I'll miss messages, and that's not cool. It's not cool. All right, so let's see. Where is the chat? Is it the chat? Is this the chat? I don't know if that's the chat. Let me look at here. Oh, there it is. Okay, it took a lot to pop up. I heard it's pretty good, though, said Green Phantom. Antoine, you know John Campea that makes the John Campea show and open mic? No, I don't know who that person is. How are you, Antoine? That's my question. I'm doing well. How are you? Also, you must be somebody different, because Green Phantom, you're a mod, which means I should know who you are, but that's a new name, so you're probably somebody I know, but I don't know what your old name was. Antoine, would you ever wait, what? Hey, Antoine, would you ever co-cited doing a Harry Potter fan film similar to your Star Wars films? No, I'm kind of done doing fan film stuff. I'm kind of more interested in doing original work now, and building an author career over the next 2 years. So stuff like fan films, even the YouTube channel to an extent, is going on the back burner so that I can actually pursue a career instead of just kind of like waffling around and doing whatever. Kind of trying to be an adult now. I was Little Rosie 5'1", changed it around a year ago now. Wait, yeah, so you haven't been here for a minute because I don't recognize Green Phantom, and I know you're a mod, which means you're somebody who's cool. So I don't know. I don't know. Looking forward to Top versus Boomy video and hope you have a good time at summer camp. Thank you, Atletic95. Today I watched Star Wars New Hope for the first time in my life, and the first Star Wars movie in my life that I watched. Really? Wait, Sushi, you're also somebody new, huh? Because I don't recognize that name. Oh, MG Rosie. Yeah, no, your name was MG Rosie like a month ago. I know your name was MG Rosie like a month ago because I remember that distinctly. When's the next Council Force cast coming? Are you not familiar? Can somebody hook them up with some Finalysis? Wait, no, let's hit him up with some Finalysis links. This guy is missing a bunch of content. Unless I don't know if that's There you go. I changed my name and photo. White Ghost on the. Oh, it's White Ghost. Okay, yeah, then I know who you are. And you're telling me you just watched A New Hope? I thought you were one of those Star Wars people who watched everything. What did you think of Detroit Become Human? I thought it was awesome. I think some of the writing was a little bit weird, but it was like a very plot driven. It's like if I was reading it as a book, it'd be one of those page turner books where you want to get to the next chapter, you want to figure out what happens next, which is something I admire. Like some people kind of shoot down page turning books to be like, they're like they don't amount to anything and they're nothing. But sometimes you just want to be entertained, And I kind of look up to people who can do that, who can craft books that make people want to go to the next chapter, to read on and on. And those books are really easy to read half the time too. So Detroit Become Human, I felt like had that same thing going for it, where I wanted to know what was going to happen at the end of the game, even though maybe some of the dialogue wasn't written so well and some of the scenarios weren't so believable. But still, I still wanted to make sure, is Kara and Alice going to survive? What's Marcus going to do at the end of his revolution, and what's going to go happen with Connor, and what's up with Connor? Like, I think that that game was really fun. I probably should have streamed it, but that game was long. I didn't expect it to be as long as it was. Like, I played it all last night, lost track of time and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that game was great. I recommend it for sure. So she's like, it's me, your Greek brother, Oppa. Will you ever attempt to create your own language like how Tolkien created Elvish or Star Trek with the Klingon language? No. I'm probably going to do it similar to the way George R.R. did it, where you have some indications of certain words in different languages, but I'm not going to write out the entire language unless it gets turned into like a TV show. Like Dothraki didn't have a written language, or High Valyrian until the show came out, and then they got linguists to come on and like craft entire languages based on the few words that George did. So I'm probably going to do something similar to that, where I'm just going to like denote certain words in different languages, but not write out the entire language. The Negotiator, hey man, huge fan of your Versus series and have rewatched it so many times. Hey, thank you for the love, Negotiator. What's up, man? How you doing today? Antoine, what do you think about the Star Wars fans that want Kennedy to go away from leader from Star Wars? I don't. I think some of them are a little bit overzealous, but I don't disagree that someone else should probably, head up Star Wars. Because yeah, I'm not really down for what she's done so far. Like, it'd be cool if, I don't know if Dave Filoni has enough clout within the industry to take that position, but it'd be great if Dave Filoni was, even though I don't agree with a lot of what Dave Filoni does most of the time, his heart usually is in the right place. Like, I might not like some of the storylines, like the Mortis storyline or the time travel stuff they did in Rebels, or the stuff with Bendu, but I like him, so that'd be cool if he took over and led the entirety of Lucasfilm. If you see John Campea, he take very bad comments in his video that he tell that he likes Solo. Oh, what, people were getting flack for liking Solo? That's really stupid. I think. Like, it's weird to me to people who are haters of certain franchises or haters of certain movies or TV shows where they want to shove it down your throat and be like, "You should hate it too. I hate it so much. You should hate it." That is ridiculous to me. Like, just give your opinion, say you don't like a movie, and then move on. Like, if you really don't care about that movie, you don't really care about where it's going, then you really shouldn't care about what someone else is thinking about that movie. Like, let that person like it and then move on with your day. Or if you hate it, hate it and then move on with your day. Don't do so much. I think the Star Wars fandom has always been toxic. I don't think it's just right now. I think it's always been toxic. Do I like Battlefield One? I haven't played Battlefield One. I haven't played a first person shooter in such a long. I'm not really a fan of first person shooters. I've actually been into writing lately, possibly influenced by you, though it wasn't that was on my mind when I started. Except I'm thinking of doing a more anime like style. So what, you're trying to write manga, or what do you mean? Like, you're writing screenplays for anime? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Luke had never a good experience with lightsabers. Think about it. I don't know what you're referring to, John. What was your favorite part of season 7 of Game of Thrones? For me, it is Cersei Lannister. Also, who do you think is the best actor on the show? For me, it's Lena Headey. I My favorite stuff was the train, the battle with the dragons and the train heist, or not the train heist, the caravan and the battle with the dragons just burning stuff. My favorite actor on that show would probably be Peter Dinklage. Yeah, Peter Dinklage, I'm gonna say. What kind of Star Wars film do you think Dave Filoni should direct if he were ever given the chance? Any Star Wars film, really. It'd be cool if he did a saga film. I think if anybody should be doing the saga films, it should be Dave Filoni. But it could be that he doesn't have an experience with live action production, which is a little bit different than animation where you have more control. So he might not work very well under those conditions. But even so, I think he would do pretty well. Got any tips for writing a long novel or how to stretch it out? Don't do that. Don't stretch out your story. Your story should be as long as it takes to tell it. You should never ever try padding your book. If anything, you should be wanting to cut it down, if anything, because you want to make sure that you keep the reader invested. And if you're adding scenes that are useless, then your reader's going to check out and be like, I don't want to read this anymore. I don't think the author really cares about these scenes either, because it feels like he's just adding them in to puff up his piece. Like, for instance, I just read a book recently that I felt like kind of did that. And I'm not going to mention the book because I like the author a lot, and I think she did what she's attempting to do is really great. But I felt like she put in a section of that story, because she even said it on her Instagram, I believe. She was like, "Oh, I added like 50 pages to my novel or something like that," and I could feel that sequence in that book was added, and it was kind of not entirely useless. Like, you still got to learn some things about the characters, and you got like some cool action scenes, but it definitely felt like it was disconnected from the rest of the story, and felt like it was just like an added detour and not something that was in the story. So if anything, trying to keep your stories as lean as possible. Start with short stories. Those are a really good way to get lean writing, or poetry is a really good way to make sure your writing is very lean. But yeah, never try and stretch out your novels, ever, ever, ever. You think the Avatar universe could be cinematic universe like MCU? I think yes, it could be, but Michael and Brian don't really care to do any more Avatar stuff, and I don't blame them. Like, they want to do things other than Avatar, and I can admire that, because getting stuck down into one franchise sometimes can be very limiting from a creative standpoint, and I totally get that. Have you played the new God of War? No, I've not played any of the God of Wars. I'm not really a fan of the God of Wars. What do you think about the Boba Fett movie that's coming? I think that's gonna be cool. The one thing I took away from Solo is I kind of like the idea of having like this bounty hunter, smuggler, like criminal underworld trilogy, or like a set of films, so that it could be like Solo, Fett, and then Maul. It can end with like Maul, which would be pretty cool. Have a burning question of what Antoine said. I lagged out. Did my last message go through? Yeah, I think I saw your last message. Can I have a shout out, please? Metaphor, really big fan of Versus Series Star Wars and such, and I think it's really well edited. And yeah, thank you very much, man. Thanks for the shout outs. Do you think another person can take over the Avatar universe? Sure. People are doing it right now. Like if you, a lot of people don't realize this, but there are ongoing comic books and graphic novels for both The Legend of Korra and The Last Airbender. I think The Last Airbender is about to come out with its fifth arc of comics, and most people don't seem to realize that that is a thing. You know what I mean? Like that, it's already, people are already in that space and expanding that world. I will watch Solo this week and Avengers: Infinity War. All right, that sounds dope. I want to watch some more. I have Movie Pass and I haven't been able to use it for like the past 2 weeks. Kind of wasting my Movie Pass, but I would like to use it coming up. Just went to Disneyland a few weeks, not a few weeks ago, like yesterday. No, 2 days ago I went to Disneyland and that was a lot of fun. Have you ever given thought as to what house you would be in if you attended Ilvermorny, the American School of Witches? Yeah, I'm a Horned Serpent. Is what house I got sorted into on Pottermore. Which would you rather have, a Darth Maul film or an Obi-Wan film? Obi-Wan film, but it seems like we might be getting both, so there you go. It's kind of like that girl, that meme that's online. Like, why not both? So it's kind of like one of those situations. Did you watch Deadpool 2 yet? Liked it? I forgot about it already. Like, I think it's a fun movie to watch once in the theater and then forget about it right after. So, yeah. I've been a huge fan of yours for years and just finished the Kishi. What's your inspiration for the novel? The inspiration for the novel came from the actual historical mythology and folklore around the Kishi. My brother brought it to my attention because it was a character in one of his D&D books, and then I researched further and found out that it was a Southwest African uh, lore, like a deep lore within it, and I wanted to see more stories that were more Afrocentric in their fantasy tellings versus the more Eurocentric tropes that we're very familiar with. So I kind of wanted to insert some African tropes so people can get more familiar with other fantasies that are not just from Europe, you know, or from Asia. Cause I feel like Asian and European, Eurasian fantasy, I think, is very well documented. But stuff like Native American mythology and African mythology, some of the Pacific Islander mythology, it hasn't been as well realized, if that makes sense. Also, if you did finish it, it would be super, super awesome if you went to Amazon right now and left a review. It helps so much. Like, I don't think people really realize how much Amazon reviews help because it tells Amazon's algorithm that people are actually reading the book and they're actually engaging with the book, and it recommends it to more and more people. So if you do have the time and you have an Amazon account, reviewing the Kishi on Amazon right now is super helpful if you can. What is your favorite on-screen lightsaber duel? Probably Darth Malgus versus Vinzalo, right? Or would I say Chaos and Daraj versus Vindican? I don't know. Something from the Old Republic. That would be it. I like idea of Mace Windu is fanatics. I don't know what you mean by that sentence. What is your favorite Star Wars character? Oh, we have a thing just for you. What did you think of the cameo and at the end of Solo? And do you think it was good, or do you think some other characters should have been the cameo? If you want more on that, go to the Blind Wave channel. Here, I'll post it right here, Blind Wave, and look for their spoiler review of Solo, so you can get my my thoughts about that. Are you working on any projects right now or videos? Yeah, I said it earlier in the video, but I'll reiterate it if you came in a little bit late. I am finishing up the Kylo Ren: The Awakening audiobook. I am doing a Toph versus Boomy video. I am doing a how to pronounce the lightsaber forms video. I am doing a Suyin versus Kaya. How long was Avatar: The Last Airbender Book 1? Am I back? Am I back? I'm sorry, my thing cut out. I don't know if I'm back. Am I back? Can you guys see me? Or hear me? Oh yeah, I think I'm back. Alright, cool. Do I know DC Comics? Yes, I know DC Comics. Darth Kaitis versus Mace Windu, who wins? Probably Mace Windu, but I would never use Darth Kaitis because I don't like characters from post Return of the Jedi Legends continuity, except for maybe Mara Jade. I might use Mara Jade, so. Will you be using any of the solo characters in your Star Wars Verse series? Probably not. Mace Windu is religious Jedi fanatics in Star Wars canon. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Advice for up-and-coming writers. I'm in college and I write on the side. Lately, it's been hard finding motivation to write. I feel like the best motivation is reading. I just got out of a rut for the first Sky Pirate story that I'm writing right now, and I just read a book that I feel has a similar plot and some similar characters, just so I can see how another author, what choices that author made in their writing, and what the structure of their book was, and that helped me get out of the rut by reading and just getting out of my own head and getting out of my own style and being like, okay, this is what a professional book looks like, kind of situation, and this is what you should be looking at to do better. Will Silent Bat ever fight more Jedi? Maybe. I know that Shane wants to do another fight from Blind Wave, so that'll be cool. I'll be down. Are you looking forward to Last of Us Part 2? Gameplay at E3, yes, I am. I'm more stoked for the multiplayer than I am the single player, to be honest. Although the single player is very good as well. I like Last Jedi. I was okay with Last Jedi. Well, it's very half and half for me. There are things in Last Jedi that I liked a lot, and there was things in it that I hated. So I'm very conflicted about that movie. Which Clone Wars series did you enjoy more, the 2003 one or the more recent one? I kind of don't see the micro series as its own thing. I kind of slot that in with all the other stuff, like the Republic comics, and the video games, and like Django Open Seasons. And with that thought process, with all those bundled together, I prefer that version of the Clone Wars. I prefer the Legends continuity of the Clone Wars versus the canon version of the Clone Wars, being the CG series. Yeah, I fell off of Rebels after in between season 3 is when I fell off of Rebels. Not really a fan of it. Last Jedi versus Attack of the Clones, which is worse? Attack of the Clones. See, I think people who who do that are pretty silly. Like, I don't. Last Jedi and Attack of the Clones are like not even in the same tier. Like, they're way different. Like, Last Jedi is like up here. Attack of the Clones is not even on the screen. It's down here. And people who try to like put them in like the same category, or that The Last Jedi is like that bad, kind of ridiculous to me. Do I have a favorite Disney animated movie? Probably The Lion King or Mulan. Lion King, Mulan, Pocahontas. One of those three. Where does Solo rank in terms of your favorite Star Wars movies? Somewhere in the middle. I actually did not care for The Last Jedi fights. I didn't like the fight scene or the choreography of it. But that's just me. Do I like space whales? No, I don't like space whales. Space whales are not the business. All right, well, I have to get back to editing. I have a video for Just Kidding Party that is way overdue. So I gotta go finish that. I'm probably gonna make myself a smoothie right now so I can like wake myself up and get some more energy. But other than that, I'm about to peace out. Yeah, even Kylo and Rey versus the guards. I didn't think that was a very good fight. I didn't like it that much. I like what Kylo was doing. I liked his fighting style, but I didn't really like what Rey was doing. And there's a lot of like waiting. The guards were like doing a lot of waiting, and I don't know. I just wasn't engaged with the fight, and also I think I was just too shocked by that scene because of what happened with Snoke, and then just what was happening with Luke, and then everything in that. That movie boggled me. It really boggled me. Alright guys, well that's it. I'll see you guys on my next live stream, which I have to figure out when I'm going to be doing live streams now because, oh snap, any horror book recommendations? Yes. If you look up here, I'm going to type in the strap. By the way, thank you, Daba. Hey, Dabasaurus. Do I know you, Dabasaurus? Did I meet you in person recently? Did I meet you in person? I feel like I might have. Also, shout outs to Dabasaurus with the 199 in the super chat. Oh, you know what? We'll do a raid. Let's raid somebody right now here, guys. Let's raid somebody. Okay, no, I haven't met you, okay? I thought I might have met you recently in person somewhere. Oh my god, what was I just thinking? I really need to get some water or something. My brain is not working right now. I forgot what I was gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do a raid. Let's go see who we can raid right now. Let's raid somebody on YouTube who is streaming right now. Who are we gonna raid? Let's see. Who do I like? Who is online right now? All right, I don't really see anybody online that I like unless we go to Twitch, but doing a Twitch raid seems kind of weird because that means you guys have to go to it. How many of you guys have Twitch accounts in the chat right now? How many people have Twitch accounts? Because we might do a raid on Twitch, even though technically I should be doing it on YouTube. But okay, we got I do. All right, so most of you guys have Twitch accounts, so that's good. So we're gonna raid somebody on Twitch. It's one of these guys that I like a lot. Hold on, let me put my headphones on so I can hear his reaction. He does Kingdom Hearts playthroughs, and I like him a whole lot. So I'm gonna give you guys the link to him right now. And what you guys are gonna type is this in the chat. So I'm gonna type right now so you guys can know what you're supposed to type. So we're gonna do. Here we go. We're gonna do. So we're gonna do Anton Bandelli raid, and we're gonna do this. So all you guys are gonna do is type Anton Bandelli raid, and you guys can go to this link that I'm typing in the chat right now. All right, so everybody go there, and we're just gonna raid him right now. So let me open up the chat. Antoine Bandelli raid. All right, let's see. Oh, we got somebody, Forklifter Matt. Hey, Forklifter Matt, you were all quiet about it. You were on the stream the entire time to say anything. Lurker, Forklifter Matt, the lurker. All right, so that's one person. Let's give you a second. We got 2 people. Only 2 people rated? Come on, guys. Let's get to Twitch. Come on. Let's go to Twitch, guys. Go to Twitch. Come on, guys. We're raiding him. Hit him with the raid, guys. Hit him with the raid. There we go. Oh, wait, no. That's just Matt again. What are you guys doing? You're supposed to be raiding this guy's channel. Oh, there we go. Green Phantom's in. All right, so first off, shout outs to Forklifter Matt. Shout outs to Green Phantom for raiding. Oh, come on, guys. You guys got 5. There was 5 of you guys. Oh, there we go. All right, we got an Odd Pharaoh in here. Good job. That's it. Most of you guys were like, I have a Twitch account, but you guys didn't even properly raid. I'm disappointed. It's all good, guys. It's all good. All right, I'm gonna do some shout outs to people up in the chat. Let us say goodbye to RYBH, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Thank you for coming out. Forklifter Matt, thank you for the raid and for coming out. Eclectic 1995, thank you for raiding and coming out. Oh wait, no. Eclectic didn't, so I take that back. I take that shout out back. Hawksballer, thank you for coming out. Sushi, thank you for coming out. Pretty Boy, thanks for coming out. Debaris, Rex, thank you for coming out. Thank you for the $2 in the stream. Also, thank you to someone else gave me $2 too, but I completely forgot who.
Oh, here it is. Bert Schrock, thank you for the $2. Cosmic Tron, thank you for coming out. I think that's everybody. Peace.
Much love to you guys. See you guys in the next stream, which is I'll have a schedule out by Sunday night, so you guys will know what I'm doing next week, including my stream schedule. So, peace. Bye.